Good morning, school. So this assembly is in two halves. The first section is a reprise of an assembly I did a few years ago, and the second section is something very closely related. So I'm going to start off by taking you back in time. 2016 was an important year in history. The year of Brexit, Donald Trump, the death of so many famous people, Leicester City winning the Premiership, and it was also the year I was diagnosed with skin cancer. It was a scary time, and it's been fully treated, although I still haven't been discharged as an outpatient from the hospital even now. It's most likely that the skin cancer was caused by the effect of sunburn when I was young. When you get sunburned, I don't know if you know this, but your skin cells get damaged from the UV rays. Damaged cells are particularly susceptible to mutations, and this is what spreads and causes serious cancers. The body's defense is simple to this. It tells the skin to commit suicide, and so the skin eventually peels off. I was very lucky that I caught it in its early stages from noticing a mole that began randomly scabbing over, and I went to my doctor, who referred me to a dermatologist, a skin specialist at the hospital, and it went from there. It might seem a little bit strange talking about sunburn in February when it's cold outside, but nonetheless, I hope you remember some of the advice that I'm going to give you when it comes to those sunny days at home or abroad later in the year. Maybe some of you might be going to a hot country over in half term or even at Easter time. So here is how you can prevent sunburn. You can find shade, you can cover up, or you can wear sunscreen. The first two are pretty self-explanatory, but there are a lot of misunderstandings about sunscreen. Firstly, a minimum of factor 15 is recommended, as it absorbs over 93% of UVB rays. And factor 50 absorbs about 98-99%. UVA rays can also be very harmful and penetrate deeper into the skin. And sunscreens show their protection against these with their star ratings. Big brands like Ombre Solaire and Malibu often only have a very low 3-star rating, while the supermarket owned brands are much better than this. Now, when it comes to applying the sun cream, you need to slap on about a golf ball size of sun cream for it to be effective. Otherwise, its protection is vastly reduced. For instance, if you had factor 25 sun cream, if you don't put enough on, if you only put half the amount on that you should do, actually it's reduced to about the equivalent of a factor 5 sun cream, because it reduces by its square root. And don't think that just because you may have a darker skin tone that you're immune from skin cancer. This common mistake can lead people to ignoring warning signs until it is much more serious. The main advice though is this: there is no such thing as a safe tan. Every suntan is damaged skin and potential skin cancer that may not rear its head for years to come. Look after yourself and throw away that useless factor 5 cream. Take the sun seriously. 1 in 5 people will get skin cancer in their life, and melanoma itself is deadly in 8% of cases. The sun takes no prisoners. If you see any unusual behaviour from moles on your skin, get it checked out without any delay. And now on to the next part of my assembly. Okay, so I'm out here running this morning because I'm training for the Leicestershire half marathon on the 27th of February in aid of Macmillan Cancer Support. It's really hard actually to run while you're talking and filming a video, but here I am, and it's early, and it's 6 AM, it's dark, I'm the only one around. There you go. So if you're not aware of what Macmillan do, they provide support to cancer patients, emotional, physical, medical, financial assistance, plus some sort of really useful stuff
When I was diagnosed with cancer, there was a nurse called Lucy who was always there at the end of the phone or an email if I needed an emergency appointment, advice on abnormalities, if there was an abnormality on the skin or something like that, or just provide emotional support. So I'm trying to raise money so that others can benefit from this service that so greatly enhances the NHS. If you could spare just a couple of quid to sponsor me, I'd be so grateful. There's a link to my Just Giving page down below, and if you have a look at the Derby Grammar School social media and on the newsletter coming soon, there's a link there as well, so just follow that. I'd be so grateful. So I'm just about finishing relatively short 6 kilometres from earlier, starting to get a bit lighter outside. I'm nearly back home. So yes, thank you very much for listening. I'll catch you later.